Well, the wait is over. It is finally here, the 2016 RBC Day of Champions. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Pictou County Wellness Center here in beautiful New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, home of the 2016 RBC Day of Champions. Thank you so much for joining us here on TV1. My name is Gareth McDonald, and I will be with you throughout the weekend. We've got a dandy game coming up here. It's the Adam B Provincial Championship game. The South Conference champion Bedford Blues taking on the North Conference champion Pictou Maripacs. And as you may have heard there, as these teams are coming out onto the ice, certainly lots of support for both teams, but the Pictou fans perhaps a little louder here, as they didn't exactly have to make a big trip in for this one at the Wellness Center. Well, certainly a terrific season for both the Maripacs and the Bedford Blues. That is, of course, why they are here. Now, if you're not familiar with the new Day of Champions format, it was introduced by Hockey Nova Scotia last year. And the new format basically sees the top team from the North Conference, in this case the Maripacs, taking on the best team from the South Conference, the Bedford Blues, here today. And those both teams will play off. It's a single championship game that will determine a provincial winner. And certainly pulling out all the stops here today. We had Halifax-based Glow Parties in for a pretty elaborate pregame presentation. Wade Wild, the voice of the Junior A Valley Wildcats, also lending his talents here this weekend. So certainly a treat for both teams. The Pictou Maripacs pretty decent regular season. Now the team played 24 games, finished with a record of 21-2-1. So certainly some great numbers there for this North Conference champion squad. Now Pictou actually received a bye through round one of the playoffs because they did finish atop the league. It was a league of 7 teams. Now in the second round, they took on the Antigonish Bulldogs, defeated the Bulldogs, moved on to take on the cross-county rivals, the Thorburn Golden Hawks, and it was a win over the Golden Hawks that earned them their ticket here to the Day of Champions. Now Bedford, on the other hand, lots of success in the Central Minor Hockey League. 17 wins, 5 losses, 3 ties this year for Bedford. They outscored their opponents 103-32 throughout the regular season. So great numbers there. Lots of success in the playoffs, just like the Maripacs. The Blues went 13-0-1 throughout the playoff round. Outscored their opponents 86-14 there. Now we should note this is the Bedford Blues white squad representing the South Conference here. They've got a few different teams, the Bedford Minor Hockey Association, and this is Team White that earned the trip to the Day of Champions. Action about to get underway here. Game 1, we've got a busy schedule for you over the next few days. Adam A Championship coming up at 3 o'clock. The North Conference will be represented by the Glace Bay Miners in that one. South Conference champion East Hants Penguins facing off against Glace Bay. For Adam A bragging rights, we've also got the Double A matchup coming up at 5. That should be a great one. The Bulldogs from Antigonish taking on the West Hants Warriors. Things about to get going here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. Looks like Doyle's going to get the start between the pipes for Bedford. That's Aiden Doyle. Jaden Duplessis between the pipes right now for Pictou. Action underway here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. Maripacs trying to dump that one in, beaten on it here for Bedford. He'll throw it out to center. On that now, McKinnon. Whacked back out to neutral ice. Loose puck, Maripacs going to work now. Shot. Doyle cuts a piece of that. They score! Pictou on the board early. As the captain, McGinnis, finds the back of the net just 20 seconds in to this game. A great big lead here early on for the Maripacs in this game. It looks like we're going to have our first power play of the game. Looks like it's a tripping call. And this one being assessed here to Porter McNamara. McNamara will head off for 2 or less, so a chance to get right back in this now for Bedford. Blues going to come away with that one as Beaton dumps it deep down behind the net of Duplessis. Out to neutral ice now. Meyer, he lets one go, and a glove save there by Doyle. Doyle elects to hold on to it here. Just 51 seconds into this opening period here in Game 1, the 2016 RBC Day of Champions. Face-off down to the Bedford end. Looking to win that one there was Meyer. On it behind the net now, Hunter. He'll wrap it around the boards out of the reach of Houlihan. Out to center now. Bedford looking to gain the zone here as McKinnon tried to lob one. That was broken up. Little battle down there in the corner. Tang on it there for Bedford. Back to the line now to Hunter. Lobs one through traffic. A bouncing puck. Couple of sticks looking for it there as Kanalakis trying to battle for it for the Blues, but back the other way now comes Meyer for the Maripacs. Minute has been killed off of that Maripacs penalty. Meyer lets one go. It's going to be blocked by Hunter. Another shot and a big save there early on from the netminder Doyle. A minute 40 into this first period. 1-0 is your score. Thanks to that goal from Pictou County captain Zachary McGinnis. Shipley out now to take this draw for the Maripacs. Thrown down toward the net there by Shipley. After it here is McMillan as Maripacs giving the Blues a few headaches here with the man advantage. McMillan tried to throw it out front. That was broken up. Blues picking this one up. A little bit of speed through neutral ice. In over the line there was Speidel, but offside called. Stoppage and face-off coming up now. Just outside the Maripacs blue line. 21 seconds remains on that early penalty to the Maripacs. Again, that one assessed to McNamara. And a loose puck here. We get a bit of a battle as Slade swipes at it toward the net. And a glove save there by Duplessis. Not quite sure where it's at as he was caught up in his gear. He'll hang on to it and get the whistle. Perhaps an opportunity now for the Bedford Blues just before time expires. Just 6 seconds left on that penalty to McNamara. Puck loose here. Cameron can't get it out. It's going to be kept in there by Beaton, who throws it toward the net. Puck loose as Beaton knocks it back into the Maripacs end. Even strength hockey now as McNamara comes out of the box. Slade, he'll chip it deep. Tracking that one down is Cameron for the Maripacs. He'll gain possession there up the right wing. On it now, Shipley. And going to be dumped right back in by Bedford's shoot. Blues going to go for a full line rotation there. Get some fresh legs out on the ice. On it here is Kanalakis throws it out to the front of the net. Taken away now by Shipley. He's in over the Bedford Blues blue line. Was pressured there along the half wall by Houlihan as Blues will take it back the other way. A shot and a block there as McKinnon was able to get in front of that one for Pictou. Whacked back down the boards by Kanalakis. Trying to keep it in there at the line was Hunter. And he'll chip it down low on the second effort. Thrown out front. And that one will be cleared away. Chasing after this one is McMillan for the Maripacs, but he's not going to get there in time. An icing called. 11:02 to go here. Pretty early on in this opening game here at the 2016 RBC Day of Champions. Well, Bell Aliant is proud to be the official broadcaster for Hockey Nova Scotia's 2016 RBC Day of Champions from the Pictou County Wellness Center here in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Bell Aliant, there's more to love with fiber up. Puck comes out. On it now is McGinnis. Tries to fight off a couple of Blues. McGinnis battling down there, but Blues will come away with it. Nice little poke. Good defensive play at center by McKinnon to break that play up. I'll correct myself. That was actually McDonald's playing left D right now for Pictou County. I'll correct myself. This, of course, actually the Pictou Maripacs, not the Pictou County Maripacs. And a loose puck in front. Not quite able to get the handle on it there was McGinnis. Great chance for him at the side of the net there as McGinnis looked for his second of the game. Speidel on it now for Bedford. Nice pass up the right wing there for Tang. Tang stripped, though, by Meyer, and Pictou takes it in over the line, but an offside called, 9:51 to go. Well, we were mentioning some of the success of Bedford. They went through Dartmouth, the Bedford Blues blue team, and Shelburne to earn the right to represent the South Conference here at the 2016 RBC Day of Champions. Maripacs back in their own end with it as they try to break out up the left wing here for Bailey. In a bit of a battle now. Beaton was going to work down there for Bedford. Pictou comes away with it, though. Meyer busting down the left wing. Nice little move there for Meyer. Just kind of loses the handle and finds it again and slipped it over there for Tingley, who couldn't tap in that one at the side of the net. Great chance there for Tingley. And a nice pass for Meyer, who was able to recover after just kind of losing the puck briefly, but again, got it right back and made a great play. Almost put his team up 2-0. 8:50 remains here in this opening period. Beaton, he'll wrap it around the boards there for Bedford. Blues coming away with it now. Millett, the leading scorer of this team during the regular season, lets one go on the backhand, and a stop there by Duplessis. Nice effort. Ryland Millett, 49 goals, 31 assists for 80 points here this year. So quite a year for Ryland Millett. Zachary McKinnon was second on the team in scoring. He had 43 goals and 8 assists. So Millett finishing a whole 29 points ahead of McKinnon there in the team scoring race this year. Maripacs were looking for more. Not going to happen here as Bedford recovers. Nice outlet pass there up to center. A little bit of speed now as Law comes down. He'll let one go toward the net. Duplessis couldn't quite get the glove on it there. Kanalakis battling down along the half wall for Bedford. Back to the line to Hunter. Nice effort there by Hunter to keep that one alive. Down low for Kanalakis. He's going to be pressured by Falconer. Throws it out front. Just over the stick there, and McKinnon, who was lurking around the net of Duplessis looking for one, tried to knot this one at one. Thrown toward the net, puck loose, banging away at it there. Are the Blues, we get a whistle. As that puck was loose and looking for it there was Law, but Duplessis strong on that puck, able to get down and keep that one out. 1-0 your score. Pictou on top right now of the Bedford Blues. Piper in to take this draw for Bedford. Back to the line now. Speidel. He'll wrap one down around the boards there. A big battle in front of the net. Duplessis again able to make the save. Nice pass up there by Shipley. Trying to spring McMillan. McMillan pressured by Speidel. There's a shot, and just able to get a piece of that one was the netminder Doyle. Bedford trying to get this one deep. McNamara playing some good defense there. And a loose puck on the backhand there. Lee tries to work it toward the net. It's going to go right by Speidel at the line as Pictou clears it away. Another stoppage and whistle here. 6:40 to go in this opening period. Shane Slade, he was the second leading scorer this year on Bedford Blues. He had 49 points, 30 goals, and 19 assists. So some more terrific numbers there. Flipped out to neutral ice. Now down onto the Bedford end. On it now is Shoot. He'll play it off the end boards. Helped out there by Beaton. Back to the line. Keeping it in there was Cameron, but then had it taken away by Slade. Slade coming down into the Maripacs end with some speed. Loses possession, comes out to center to Beaton. Going to wait for his teammates to clear. He'll lob it back in. Trying to apply some pressure down there was Millett. Maripacs able to break out and take it away. McGinnis on it now for Pictou. McGinnis, a shot and a big save there by Doyle to keep this a 1-0 hockey game. Trying to wrap that one back into the Bedford end was McGinnis. The Blues will clear this one out. 5:27 remains here in this first period. Pictou had some good numbers here, and in the regular season we mentioned earlier, great playoff numbers. Had some success in tournaments too. They won the annual Adam Larad tournament in Pictou, came first in that. Also finished first in the Westville Christmas tournament. So all kinds of success this year for the North Conference champs. A save there by Doyle as ripping one toward the net was Tingley. Blues taking it back the other way now. They're down over the line. Blues toward the net. A shot there and a save by Duplessis. And skating out of the end there was Tingley. Not sure he knew that one was coming up the right wing boards there. As he had a bit of speed coming out of his own end. Could have been gone. Bedford now battling. Looking for some more there. Back to the line to Hunter. He'll throw one down toward the net. Getting the paddle on it there was Duplessis. And we've got our second penalty of the game coming up here. Looks like Pictou's going to head to the power play. So a face-off now. Just outside the Pictou blue line. Zach McKinnon heading off here. Penalized on that play. Played into the Bedford end here. Wrapping that one down around the wall was Bailey. Big shot there and a save from Doyle. As Pictou's looking to get something going here on their power play. Not the only Pictou team of the day in action here at the Day of Champions. We've got game coming up here tonight at 7 o'clock. The Pictou Maripacs taking on Queens County in the Midget A Day of Champions championship game. Should be a great one. Nice effort there by Cameron to get back and break that one up. Kicking that one up is Meyer. In over the line, but offside, unfortunately, here. So a whistle and face-off outside the Bedford blue line. 3:40 remaining here in the first period. 1:15 to go in that penalty to Zach McKinnon. Dump back down into the Bedford end here. Back to the line. There's a shot through traffic. Doyle able to keep an eye on that one as he had all kinds of bodies in front of him there. Back to the point. That one's just going to pop over the line. Maripacs will dump it back in. Bedford tries to clear it out. Blowing a tire there was McDonald around his own blue line, but he was able to get it up ahead now as Shipley comes in. He'll let one go toward the net. That one's grabbed and held onto there by the netminder Doyle. So he'll hang on to it. And we'll have a face-off now in the Bedford Blues end. Just 35 seconds to go in that penalty to McKinnon. Shipley out to take that draw for the Maripacs. He's on it, throws it toward the net on the back end. That's going to go off the skate of Tang. Piper tries to work that one out. Shipley is able to keep it in there at the line, but Bedford able to clear it out on the second effort. Out to neutral ice now. Piper. He'll throw it out to center. That one will be whacked back in by McKinnon. After it now is Houlihan around the boards out of the reach of Hunter, but is able to regain possession for Bedford. Up ahead now. McKinnon out of the box, lets one go, a bouncing puck, and a big save there by Duplessis as he reaches up and hangs onto it. Well, visit BellAlliant.ca/TV1 for the webcast and TV schedule as well as all on-demand content. You can also get information on live events available only to Bell Alliant fiber op customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with fiber op. Speidel doing what he can to keep that one in there at the line. Speidel again. Wrap that one down into the Pictou end. After it there is Law. Tries to throw it out front. Battle now, a shot! They score! The Bedford Blues knot this game up at 1. Well, he just took a penalty there on his last shift. Fortunately, no goals for the Maripacs, and Zach McKinnon makes up for it. He's going to knot this one up 1-1 with 1:43 to go here in the first period. A huge goal for Bedford. So a tie hockey game here as O'Hearn has it. Bedford looking for more. O'Hearn's hard shot is wide. Kept in there by McKinnon at the line. Wrapped around the boards. On it there is Millett. Taken away by the Maripacs. Speidel. He'll just lob that one back down to the Maripacs end. After it now, McKinnon for Pictou. And a loose puck. Big battle there. Reaching for it is beaten. There's a great chance there for Bedford to get their first lead off the game. Pictou's goal scorer, McGinnis, putting in some work down there on the Pictou end as it's cleared away. Puck is loose off the bench now is Shoot. He's going to get to it first as the Blues Shoot will dump that one up the boards. No icing call there as that one right by a couple of Maripacs. On the backhand, Piper tries to center it. Nobody home. Lee's going to take that one away. Lee toward the net. A bouncing puck. That's wide. Puck played now into the corner. Out front. Looking for the tip there with the Blues in front. Tang on the doorstep, giving Duplessis a few headaches, but the Maripacs netminder equal to the task. He'll keep that one out. Just 15.7 to go here in the first period. Our score 1-1 here in this Adam B. Day of Champions championship game. Out to center. Dumped up ahead. After it there is McNamara. He'll throw it right back out to center, and that'll do it here in the first period. 1-1 is your score. Pretty even battle for two of the top Adam B teams in Nova Scotia. Again, just the two goals in that first period. It was McGinnis of Pictou That's Zachary McGinnis striking just a minute 26 into that opening period. That put Pictou up 1-0. And then as you just saw, with just a minute 43 left on the clock, Zachary McKinnon found the back of the net for the Bedford Blues. And after 15 minutes of play, we are all tied up at 1. Not much of a rest here, as we'll get right back to it. We will have a flood after the second period, but for now, these guys are going right back to work. Second period underway here at the RBC Day of Champions on TV1. Meyer tried to work that one toward the Bedford goal. Law on it now. Nice little move there by Law. He's in a shot and a save there from Duplessis. He's just going to swat that one away. Up the boards, McKinnon comes with it. Out there for Meyer. Meyer's in over the line. Little battle now as Tingley comes in to help out his teammates. Wrap down along the boards. Houlihan on it now for the Blues. Houlihan up the right wing. Pass doesn't connect as Cameron keeps it in there for the Maripacs. Maripacs doing a nice job of moving the puck around now. Law on it for Bedford. A nice hard pass up there. Right onto the tape of his teammate Tang. Houlihan tried to throw it out front. Back to the point to Hunter. He's been doing a nice job of keeping pucks in back at that right point. Pretty steady presence so far on the Bedford Blues blue line. And pinching in there is O'Hearn. He'll chip at it. Speidel will just spin and whack at that one, keeping it deep. O'Hearn toward the net. Duplessis reaches out with the glove. Hangs on to it here. 13:22 to go in this second period. As we mentioned earlier, we've got another game coming up at 3 o'clock. It's the Adam A. Provincial Final. The East Hants Penguins are the champions of the South Conference. Taking on Glace Bay. Is back the other way. Now comes McMillan. Lets one go. And Shipley just kind of whiffs on that one as the Blues come back the other way now. Some speed as Millett is in over the line. Millett down the right wing, tries to throw it out front. That's off of a skate. Shipley was able to knock that one away. Millett reaching for it, but up the boards now for Johnson. Kept in there by Speidel to where the net puck is loose. And they score! Well, he's got a nose for the net. The leading scorer for the Bedford Blues this year, Rylan Millett, picks up that loose puck. Able to poke it past Duplessis to give his team their first lead of the game. 12:42 to go here in this second period. Played ahead now by Beaton. Lee, he's on that one. Nice job by the Blues to get back on side. Maripacs can't break out there as Lee's doing a nice job for Bedford. Played it on the backhand there by Shute. Beaton taking his time with it there. Shipley's going to block that clearing attempt. Shipley on it for Pictou. Back to the point. Puck was bouncing there. We got a delayed offside as that one just kind of hopped over the stick there of Faulkner. Bit of time now for Bedford to break out. Dump back in. Shoot. He'll try to break out up the left wing boards. Little collision there as Piper carried that one out for Bedford. Some good wheels now from Lee. Lee's in. Lee to the backhand. A shot and a huge save there by Duplessis. Lee showed some fantastic wheels. Alexander Lee, perhaps the quickest player on the ice that we've seen here so far today. Looking real good for Bedford on that last shift. 11:19 to go here in this second period. Again, 2-1 our score. Bedford on top. Thanks to that goal from Millet just a couple minutes in. Out front, Bedford looking for more. That puck is loose along the half wall there as Chapman's on it. Chapman plays it up ahead. Opportunity now for McGinnis. McGinnis in, a shot, and what a save there by Doyle to keep this a 2-1 hockey game. The dangerous Zachary McGinnis coming in on the Bedford Blues netminder, but Doyle able to shut the door there, prevent McGinnis from picking up his second goal of the game. Back to the point. Cameron had that one poked away as Blues are able to work it out. Hunter flips it up ahead. Cleared away there by McGinnis. And back into the Maripacs end. McGinnis again on the back end. Able to get it up now for McLean. McLean ahead. Hunter will retrieve this one for Bedford. Up the right wing wall. Blues trying to break out. And that was the Blues tried to work that one up there for the lob, but didn't quite connect. Houlihan played it around the boards there as Hunter tried to chip it up the right wing boards. Up now for Law, and he's just going to kind of blow a tire, but a chance now is in here. Is Kanalakis, a shot, and what a save there by Duplessis as Kanalakis came barreling down on the Maripacs netminder. Hunter picking this one up, but as the Blues touch up, we've got our second penalty of the game. It's for the Blues, I should say, an interference call. And this one's being assessed to Shane Slade. So he'll go sit for 2 or less. The Maripacs will head to the power play here with a chance to draw even. Shots right now, according to the clock here at the Pictou County Wellness Center, shots 12-10 in favor of the Bedford Blues, who find themselves leading this one 2-1 toward the net. A bad save there by the netminder Doyle. Got a little battle going on there in front of Doyle as McKinnon dumped his man. Back the other way now come the Blues on the backhand, a shot! And a fantastic opportunity there for Bedford. The speed for Pictou is taken back the other way. Nice pass over there by Meyer. Was trying to feed Tingley. On the backhand toward the net. That'll be swatted away there by Doyle. Puck loose. Chipped ahead. Up now for O'Hearn. Whacking at that one is Millet. He's got the go-ahead goal here. Played back down to Bedford territory. 8:26 to go. Just a minute left on that penalty to Shane Slade. And with some speed now comes Porter McNamara toward the net. Doyle poking at that one. Lots of pressure right now from Pictou. And we've got another penalty coming up here. This one's going to go to the Maripacs. So 7:50 to go. Heading off now is the Maripacs Bailey. We'll join Bell Aliant TV1's own Scott Squires. He chats with Cyril Lunny each Monday at 8:40 a.m. on the Sideline Scoop. Get up to date on Bell Aliant TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. That's the Sideline Scoop, Mondays at 8:40 a.m. on CTV Morning Live Atlantic. And a double minor there assessed to Bailey. And a chance now for Law. Law, a shot and right off the iron. Law ringing one off the crossbar there. Is that going to put his team up by 2? Law battling now for Bedford toward the net. Getting the glove on it there was Duplessis. Just going to ended up throwing his stick. He's got no lumber now. Or she's got no lumber, I should say. Jaden Duplessis. Duplessis doing a nice job down there between the pipes of the Pictou Maripacs net. O'Hearn on it now. Millett toward the net, and there's a save by Duplessis. 6:41 to go in the second period. 2:51 remains in that penalty that was assessed to Bailey. It looks like we'll have a goaltending change here. Doyle heading off to the bench. Jeremy Smith coming in to take Doyle's place between the Bedford Blues pipes. It's good to see some good camaraderie there between the two Bedford netminders. Biggest game of the year for these two, and great to see them splitting goaltending duties. Doyle pretty stellar between the Bedford pipes. O'Hearn, chip back down to the Pictou end. Puck loose. Got a little battle down there as O'Hearn was digging away for it. Couple players up at it. McNamara is taken down. Houlihan couldn't quite keep that one in. As back the other way now comes McLean. Houlihan around his net. Up the right wing there for Millett. Millett down the right wing toward the net. A shot, he scores! Rylan Millett with his second goal of the game puts the Bedford Blues up 3-1 on the power play. Well, 5:31 to go here in the second period. The South Conference champion Bedford Blues now sitting pretty, up 3-1 on the Pictou Maripacs, but Pictou certainly still have lots of time on the clock as Smith gets his first save of the game, flashing the leather. Nice save from the Bedford Blues netminder. Certainly the fan battle here at the Pictou County Wellness Center, certainly on the side of the Maripacs. Lots of fans coming in for this one. As we said, not much of a trip to make it out to the Pictou County Wellness Center. Basically a home game here for the Maripacs toward the net. Tingley was reaching for that one. Back to the point now. Faulkner around the boards. Tingley on it for Pictou. 4:53 to go in the second period. 3-1 your score. Rylan Millett, the story here in the second period. He's got 2 goals for his team. He's been the leading scorer throughout the season for the Blues, and now we see why. Tripping penalty coming up to the Bedford Blues. Looks like it's going to be Connor McKinnon heading off to serve 2 or less. So a great chance here for Pictou late in this second period. Well, Bell Aliant is proud to be the official broadcaster for Hockey Nova Scotia's 2016 RBC Day of Champions, live from the Pictou County Wellness Center here in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Bell Aliant, there's more to love with fiber op. Law, he's got some speed as he enters the Pictou end. That puck loose as Law was helped out there by McKinnon, played it down the wall. Out now to center. Pictou just going to elect to dump that one right back in. That was Shoot. On it behind the net there is Meyer. Meyer plays it up ahead. Maripacs having a bit of trouble here getting out of their own zone. Blues just kind of clogging up the neutral zone on the North Conference champs right now. That one will be dumped right back down to Pictou territory. On it is McNamara. He's going to be pressured there by Slade. He'll play it up the right wing. Shipley. Slade doing a great job down there to kill off some time here in this Pictou power play. Back out to center. After it now is McNamara. But again, Slade giving Pictou lots of headaches here. Around the boards. Going to be kept in there at the line. And pardon me, McKinnon couldn't quite keep that one in. Looked like he had it, but cleared out there by Kanalakis. Just 3 minutes to go in the second period. 23 seconds left in that penalty to Connor McKinnon. Over now for Johnson. Millett whacks at that one. Kept in by Shipley. Millett able to get it out on the second attempt there. Over now for O'Hearn as the penalty to McKinnon expires. Nice defensive play there at his own blue line there by Cameron to prevent a Bedford Blues opportunity. And now a chance as O'Hearn has a bit of speed coming in. Just going to get the blue line though and he'll play it off the boards. Lee on it though, and a shot there and a save from Duplessis. Great job by Lee. Again, talked a bit about the speed of Lee earlier. And Lee certainly wheeling around pretty good out there in this opening game of the RBC Day of Champions. McGinnis to the net. He lets one go, and another save there for Jeremy Smith as he shuts the door on the lone Pictou Maripacs goal scorer. Just a minute 50 left on the clock here in the second period. The Pictou County Wellness Center will have a little stoppage after this period so the ice can be resurfaced. And then we'll be back with some third period action in this Adam B championship game. Lee tries to pass that one up there for Tang. Tang and Lee going to work and helped out now by Piper. As Piper whacked at it. Out now for Houlihan. Just kind of whiffed at that dump attempt. Hunter up the right wing. Chasing that one down is Tang. Houlihan. Off the boards. He'll wrap that one right around. Out to center. McGinnis on it. McGinnis down the right wing. Couple moves here for McGinnis. He lets one go and rips that one high and wide. Cameron on it there for the Maripacs at the line. He'll try to dump it back down the wall. Nice effort there for McGinnis to keep this play alive for Pictou. McGinnis tries to center out front. He was looking for McLean there. That doesn't connect. This comes back to the line to Cameron. Cameron dumps it. That's going to go right onto the stick there of the speedy Tang. Bouncing puck as McDonald will dump that one out. Pardon me, that was actually McLean. Just 20 seconds to go here in this second period. Maripacs would love one late. They're going to look for one here as Chapman's on it. Little pass over onto the stick there, and McLean. He directed it toward the net. Blues on it, passed up for Law. Law had a man right on him. That was McDonald, and that'll do it here in the second period. 3-1 is your score. The Bedford Blues, the South Conference champions, leading the North Conference champion Pictou Maripacs 3-1. It was Rylan Millett scoring both both Bedford goals, in that period. He struck 2 minutes and 18 seconds to give Bedford their first lead of the game, and then just 5:31 to go. He added another on the power play, poking one past the Pictou netminder, Duplessis. And that, again, gives Bedford their 3-1 lead. We're going to pause briefly here, about 8 minutes for an ice resurfacing, and we will be back with the third period, as I said, in about 8 minutes here, live from the Pictou County Wellness Center on TV1. Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the Pictou County Wellness Center here in lovely New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Third period action coming up in this Adam B Championship game. It's game one here at the 2016 RBC Day of Champions. My name is Gareth McDonald. Thank you so much for joining us here on TV1. Happy to be with you throughout the weekend here at the Pictou County Wellness Center to bring you plenty of great hockey action for fans who can't make it to New Glasgow. Bedford Blues carrying a 3-1 lead into this game as they face off against the North Conference champion Pictou Maripacs, who have no shortage of support here at home in Pictou County. Feel free to send us a tweet if you want to let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. Should have some Twitter contact info for you there up on the screen. We'll get that up for you just momentarily. It's action back underway here. Bedford rather, looking to go to work here early down to the Pictou end. Thrown out front. And the netminder, Jaden Duplessis, getting out and getting the glove on that one. I should correct myself earlier. Mentioned that may have mentioned that Jaden was a she, so I apologize. Jaden, very much a fine young man between the pipes for this Pictou Maripacs team. We were fed some incorrect information up here, so thought we should point that out. Jaden's been great between the pipes so far for Pictou. Jeremy Smith now in goal for Bedford. Split this game with Aiden Doyle right out front, and a chance there on the doorstep for Beaton. As we're talking about some great goaltending at the other end of the ice. See some here as well. Aiden Doyle, terrific. Jeremy Smith, also pretty sharp in goal for Bedford so far. Slade, he'll let one go. Blocker save there by Duplessis. Bouncing puck. It's going to go over the stick there of Slade. Ahead now for McNamara. Beaton. And on this one for Bedford, taking his time. Plays it up there for McKinnon. McKinnon. In over the line. Couple moves there for McKinnon. McKinnon toward the net. A deke, and what a goal there by McKinnon. Zachary McKinnon with some nifty hands, nifty mitts. Finishes the sweet deke on Jaden Duplessis. Puts his team up 4-1 here in the third period. And that's McKinnon's second goal of the game. McKinnon has two. Teammate Rylan Millett also has a pair. They've been terrific so far for Bedford. That one's going to be dumped down into the Bedford end by Bailey. On it behind the net is Hunter. Tries to wrap it around the boards. Thrown out to neutral ice. Bouncing puck is McKinnon's on this one for Bedford. McKinnon on the backhand. He's obstructed with, and McKinnon's going to draw a penalty there on that rush as Pictou will touch up here. Looks like it's going to be a hooking call. 12:51 to go in the third. Maripacs are going to have to kill this one off as Levi McKinnon makes his way toward the penalty box. He'll serve two or less for the hook. And Bedford, the chance now to really separate themselves from the Maripacs. Face off down in Pictou territory. Looks like coming out to take this draw is Slade for the Blues, and Slade wins that one cleanly for O'Hearn. Back to the line, shot through traffic. That puck loose. I think able to get a stick on it there was Duplessis. Slade lets that one go. That's going to go off the skate there of McNamara. McNamara on this one again, up the right wing. McNamara on the backhand. Tries to play it up the boards. Kept in there by Speidel. Speidel works it toward the net. And just try to spin there was Millett. He's looking for the Hattie. Duplessis with a huge save. He's faced a lot of rubber here today. That's the 21st shot, fired his way. Shots right now, 21-13 in favor of the Pictou Maripacs, or in favor of the Bedford Blues, Blues right now on top, 4-1, thanks to a pair of goals from Millett and a pair of goals from Zach McKinnon. Out to center. That one's going to go right back down to the Bedford end as the Maripacs are able to clear it away. Shoot wraps that one around the boards. Whacked away. Out to neutral ice. That'll be picked up there by Faulkner, who's able to clear it. And back the other way now come the Blues. Lee had that one knocked off of his stick there by McNamara. Dump back down into the Pictou end. Icing called. We'll head right back down into Bedford territory. 11:30 remaining here in this third period. 4-1 your score. I want to say hello to the Law family. Brent Law sending us a message here from sunny Florida, wishing Jack's Law and Coach Craig the best of luck here today. Brent's enjoying the coverage down there in Florida. Glad to hear it, Brent. Maybe send a bit of your weather our way. Kind of a chilly one here in Pictou today. As this one played up to neutral ice. Blues in over the line toward the net now. Comes Kanalakis. Maripacs on that puck. Blues, though, taking that one away. Duplessis being tested here as the penalty expires. Back on the ice now, McKinnon. Even strength hockey, 5-on-5 as McKinnon will wrap that one around the boards on the backhand. A shot there as Law lets one go. Back down to the Bedford end, chasing after this one's Houlihan. Nice little pass there by Millett, but a great effort diving to whack at that one. McDonald, nice defensive play at center. Back down to the Pictou end here, pulling up is McNamara, taking his time as lobs it up the left wing. A little over 5 minutes into this final frame. We play 15-minute periods here. Stop time at the RBC Day of Champions. Again, game one. A busy day. Got the East Hants Penguins in action next. A big save there by Duplessis, reaching up with the glove and taking away that chance for Beaton. And a high shot there. That puck going off a few bodies. Millett on the doorstep. Another big save. Duplessis finally able to reach out. Duplessis exhausted. Has tested plenty of times on that last sequence. Well, visit BellAlliant.ca/TV1 for the webcast and TV schedule, as well as all on-demand content. You can also get information on live events available only to Bell Alliant Fiber Op customers in Atlanta, Canada on Channel 1 and 401. Bell Alliant, there's more to love with Fiber Op. 9:25 to go here in this third period. Again, the score 4-1. Bedford on top. Just two goal scorers for the Blues in this one. Millett and Zach McKinnon each have a pair of goals for the Blues. It was McGinnis getting the Maripacs on the board early, just a minute 26 into this one, but ever since then, that Minders, Aiden Doyle and Jeremy Smith shutting the door between the pipes of this Bedford Blues team. And a great effort there to keep that one in by McKinnon at the line. Out to center. McKinnon after this one here for Bedford. Little battle down there in the corner as that puck comes around the boards behind the net of Duplessis. It's going to pop out over the blue line. McKinnon. Blues looking for a line change here. They're going to get some fresh legs out there. Tang was looking for that one out at center. Looked like it may have gone off a leg, and we'll have a stoppage and whistle here. 8:40 to go. And actually, may have too many men on the ice, Kyle. Looks like Tang will head to the box here to serve this one for Bedford, and I think that was what the official was indicating. As Bedford, again, had looked to make the line change there, but the puck came right by the bench. Off a leg, and big opportunity now for Pictou as they pick up the man advantage. Out to center now. Blues going to dump that one out. And we had a little collision there in front of the penalty box, and official looks like he's going to make an interference call there. Looks like McGinnis, the lone goal scorer for Pictou, is going to have to head off here. So 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 31. And the Pictou County faithful here, not a big fan of that call that was assessed to the Maripacs. 8:05 to go here in this third period. Chipped up the wall. Blues down toward the net. Lots of ice out there. 4-on-4 hockey here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. And Smith's just going to hang on to that one. 7:41 to go. East Hants Penguins and Glace Bay Miners in action at 3 o'clock here. Live on TV1. That's the Adam A. Day of Champions final. 5 o'clock, the Adam AA Championship as Antigonish Bulldogs take on the West Hants Warriors. And then again tonight, should be a great crowd out here at 7 o'clock as the Pictou Maripacs take on the Queens County Cougars in the Midget A Championship game. Maripacs won that Midget A final last year. Game played at the Colchester Legion Stadium. Defeated a team from the Acadia Minor Hockey Association in that game. And they'll look to repeat here. We'll have a chance to do it in front of some home fans later tonight. And if you can't make it to New Glasgow, you can, of course, watch that game with us here on TV1. Blues go to work, a shot, they score! Bedford now leads 5-1. Thanks to a big snipe there from Law. Law with a big goal. Puts his team up 5-1 with just 6:52 to go. So still some 4-on-4 hockey. So Hunter picks up another assist here today. Gets a helper on Jackson Law's goal. Just 5 seconds left in the Bedford penalty before they'll go on an abbreviated power play. Still 29 seconds. Will be 29 seconds still remaining on that penalty that was assessed earlier to the captain of the Maripacs team, Zachary McGinnis. Whack toward the net. That puck's bouncing. Duplessis will get the handle on it and hang on to it. Slade's going to come out here to take this face-off now for Bedford. Pretty good in the circle here today. But the Maripac, their centerman Shipley won that one. Wrapped around the boards. After it here is McKinnon. Slade lets that one go wide. O'Hearn on it now for Bedford. Whacking at that one was McDonald. Maripacs regaining possession here. Can't get it out though. Kept in at the line by Speidel. Speidel will dump that one down to the corner. On it there is Millett. Millett's got 2 today. Pair of second period goals. Looks like we're going to have a tripping penalty coming up here. 5:59 to go. And heading off to the box, Maripacs once again. It's going to be McKinnon. Levi McKinnon. It's another minor for him here today. As Piper out to take this draw now for Bedford. Tried to win that one over for Lee on the left wing. Maripacs able to clear it out. Beaton retrieving it at center for Bedford. Ahead now for Tang. Couldn't quite handle it there. Stripped away by Shipley. Nice play there by Tang to break that one up. Got some wheels as he busts down towards the net. Tang, a shot. Save there from Duplessis. Shots right now 26-13 in favor of the Bedford Blues. Doubling up on the Pictou Maripacs. Tang, it's got wheels as he's busting down toward the net. Tries to pull it to the backhand. Save there by Duplessis. Second chance for Bedford. Duplessis able to get down and shut the door. 5:10 remaining here. So face off. Once again, down in Maripacs territory. 1:11 remaining on that penalty to Pictou's McKinnon. Puck is loose. Reaching for it there was Kanalakis. Kanalakis tries to throw it out front there for Law. Law, nice job there. Law down toward the net. Law shot. That one's wide. Puck loose. As Bedford goes to work here. Back to the line to Hunter. Kanalakis tries to center it out front. Taken away by the Maripacs. Back to Hunter here at the line. Tried to throw it down to Law at the side of the net. That was broken up, cleared out. Bedford looking to get into the Pictou end. A shot, glove saved there by Duplessis, who reaches up. 4:12 to go here in the third period. 5-1 your score. Bedford on top. Millett has a pair. Zachary McKinnon has a pair. Jackson Law, the only other single tally for Bedford. So 5 goals for Bedford, just the one for Pictou. One came early back in the first off the stick of Captain Zachary McGinnis. Since then, though, Bedford has kind of shut the door as they still continue to go to work here. Out to center. McKinnon Plays it ahead, Millet. Millet on it for the Blues. Millet toward the net, a shot and a save. Good chance there for Bedford, but a better save from Duplessis. Now Pictou's going to work here. A couple of moves there for McGinnis, who's looking for his second, trying to get his team back in this one. Smith had to be good to keep that one out as Millet takes it back the other way now. He's got McGinnis on him. Millet throws it low. The netminder Duplessis was able to get knob of the stick on it there as it comes out to center. Chapman poked away. Blues clear that one out. Back into the Bedford end here with just a little over 2.5 minutes to go. Time ticking down in this third period. Puck's dumped down to the Bedford end. A little pile up there inside the Bedford blue line. Comes out to center. Whacked ahead by Cameron. Good speed there for Tang. Tang still with it now. Tang toward the net. A high shot and a great glove save there by Duplessis. Give Duplessis 28 shots faced here today. It's his 23rd save of the game, at least according to our shot clock keepers here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. Directed toward the net. Hunter tried to work it down there for McKinnon. That was played up and over the net. Bailey tried to work it up there for Meyer out of his reach as Houlihan retrieves it for the Blues. And we got another penalty coming up here. Looks like this is going to be a hooking call going against Jackson Law. Law will head off for 2 or less with 1:39 remaining in this third period. 5-1. Bedford Blues on top. As we mentioned earlier, if you're watching this one, you want to let us know where you're watching it or who you're cheering for. You can send us a tweet. We'd love to hear from you. Puck played down into the Bedford Blues corner. Blues working this one into the Pictou end. After it here is Porter McNamara. McNamara up the right wing. He's trying to connect with Tingley on that pass. He was broken up. Got a stoppage and whistle here. Well, join Bell Aliant TV1's own Scott Squires as he chats with Cyril Lunny each Monday at 8:40 a.m. on the Sideline Scoop. Get up to date on Bell Aliant TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. That's the Sideline Scoop Mondays at 8:40 on CTV Morning Live Atlantic. We should point out that's 8:40 a.m. So get up early. Make sure you don't miss that. That's the Maripacs ring one off the iron there, I believe. Great chance for Pictou. So we've seen a few posts here in this game. As Slade after it there for the Blues. Throws it toward the net. Nice blocker save there. Big hello to Sue-Ann Music, a female zone coordinator, with the Hockey Nova Scotia Female Council, watching this one, and I'm sure we'll be seeing Sue-Ann around here. Maggie Barnhill also checking in here, cheering on the Bedford Blues team. It wants to make sure that we know that this is the Bedford Blues White Squad. The Bedford Blues White Squad, they're going to be your Adam B. Hockey Nova Scotia provincial champions as they take this one 5-1 here at the Pictou County Wellness Center, and let the celebration begin. Blues are pretty pumped up out there. A big win for Bedford. And a great effort today as well from the Pictou Maripacs. Netminder Jaden Duplessis faced all kinds of shots here. Had to be tough and make quite a few big saves, but Bedford had a little more firepower here in Game 1 at the 2016 RBC Day of Champions. As we mentioned, Rylan Millett, and Zachary McKinnon, each with a pair for Bedford. Jackson Law, the only other Bedford Blues goal, came off of Law's stick. And the lone tally for the Maripacs to put them up ahead early. That one came off the twig of Zachary McGinnis, but after that, the Blues shut the door. Maripacs not able to beat Blues netminders Jeremy Smith or Aiden Doyle for the remainder of this game. Certainly not for a lack of trying, though. Again, Pictou, fantastic effort here in front of some hometown fans. Got some medal presentations coming up here. Hockey Nova Scotia Minor Council Chair Brad McKinley down there at ice level to make those presentations. Officials will also be recognized here today. And this is not just a treat for the players to be a part of this, but the officials too, as they were selected by referee-in-chief of Hockey Nova Scotia, Todd Robinson, to be a part of this day. Patricia De Palma, the Regional Vice President for Central Nova Scotia. RBC's Vice President regionally here. Should correct myself. And again, she'll be making some presentations along with Brad McKinley, Chair of the Hockey Nova Scotia Minor Council. Brandon Dooley and Ryan Lehid, the linesman, being recognized here for being a part of this game, as well as the referee in this one. That was Avery Kelly. Some player of the game presentations coming up here. Archie Meyer, player of the game for the Maripacs. Meyer, great little game for number 15 Meyer here today in front of some hometown fans. And he had a couple of nice ones here today. Zachary McKinnon, your player of the game for Bedford. Great effort from him. Second goal especially pretty, as he pulled off a sweet little deke on Jaden Duplessis. So the Bedford Blues are your 2016 Adam B. RBC Day of Champion winners. We'll be back at 3 o'clock with the Adam A final. The East Hands Penguins taking on North Conference champion Glace Bay Miners. Should be a great game. Hope you'll join us here again on TV1 for that one. In the meantime, we'll leave you with some medal presentations live from the Pictou County Wellness Center here on TV1. My name's Gareth McDonald. Thanks for watching.
I ask now the captains of the winning team of Bedford to come forward and receive the championship banner and the RBC Day of Champions Trophy. Bedford Blues captains. Lead the captains of the Bedford Blues accept the trophy.